The tech gremlins are at it already today. We had a little problem getting up live. Forgot my microphone. See? Funky. If I start singing My Heart Will Go On, you're in trouble.
Not my fault.
No. Yeah, we had a little trouble getting logged on. Even though we had tried a couple of times to go live, it just wasn't, we weren't getting any of the chat showing up. We weren't seeing any numbers according to Facebook and to YouTube. We had nobody watching us. So we had to disconnect and then reconnect, and hopefully, everything will go smoothly from this point on. Hopefully. So today we're going to be painting gift wrap ornaments. These were inspired by, believe it or not, a sheet of gift wrap. And I thought it'd be fun to do something simple and perhaps a little on the elegant side. You can make it more playful if you want to. And I've got a couple of other ideas that you can use for the same pattern, that you can change it up a little bit with a variety of different colors and a couple of different techniques. So I thought we'd go with that. And I've got some fun little things to show you today. A couple of, perhaps I'm going to be preaching to the converted on a couple of them, but just little tips and tricks that you can use while you're crafting and painting. And what else? I didn't have any Happy Mail this week. No Happy Mail.
No Happy Mail.
No, I got a bill, but I didn't get any Happy Mail.
You got a bill.
But then again, I haven't ordered anything in a little bit, so I've been trying to behave. It's not working. Not working for me anyway. We do have a shout out for this week. This one is a Canadian company. As far as I know, she does ship to the US. But she has a fabulous little business. Well, not all that little. I mean, she's got quite a little going concern going. But a wonderful shop. I order from her quite frequently because she has some really great stuff and she has some really great ideas. She is known as the Crafty DIYer. She's based in Mississauga, Ontario, and has a phenomenal website. And the website is DeniseParksDIY.com. The website, the URL is in the description below. Go and check her out. She's got great ideas for decoupage, home decor projects, all sorts of fun stuff. She's also a vendor for Iron Orchid designs, so she stocks a lot of the Iron Orchid products. So if you're looking for those beautiful transfers, if you're looking for the molds and the clay, and you're looking for the IOD stamps, which I'm obsessed with. I love IOD stamps. I have oodles of them, and this is where I get them. She also has some great surfaces, great project ideas, and she has a subscription box program that you might want to check out if you don't have a whole lot of time for crafting and really want to make something very pretty and very elegant for your home. She's got some great subscription boxes. So go and check out her website at DeniseParksDIY.com. She's got some great stuff. You're going to love it. I do. In fact, I was looking at it this morning, and I think I might have to order some more stamps.
Of course.
I think I might. Pretty sure.
I think I will.
And I shouldn't say I didn't get Happy Mail. I did get Happy Mail. It came in the form of a large box of surfaces. So we got the new plaques in. We got those extra large jumbo tags, the big 9x12 tags. We got those in. We've got the 6x10 the 6x10 tags. We got a bunch of those in. We've got the tombstone plaques are in, and the arch signs that I so love. I got those in. So we are fully stocked on those. I have an awesome Tombow order coming. We are almost completely sold out of the Tombow drawing pens. I'm in love with these. They are absolutely phenomenal. And yes, they do work on painted surfaces. Again, you're going to have to spray seal afterwards, but one, super black, ultra fine lines. The tips hold up over the long term, which I really appreciate. I hate it when they get all soft and mushy. So these are fantastic. And those 3-piece sets are really an excellent buy. So we did order some more in. So we do have oodles coming, and I'm expecting them Monday or Tuesday. So if you're looking for these, we have a a great price on them. Tombo's been very generous. So we have a great price on those. If you want to try them out, now is the time. We also have individuals in the size 01, and we do have the other 2 sizes, the 03 and the 05 coming in individuals. So if you don't want a set, you'll be able to get them one at a time. So I'm in love with these things. Just like I'm in love with the mechanical pencils. I'm in love with those too. And that Knock Eraser. I'm in love with all things Tombow. Oh, can you pass me a button?
Big button?
A big button. I love these. I was so excited to get these. They're so fun. Neatness doesn't count, and perfection is to be avoided at all costs. We got those big buttons in, and we've been throwing those in the orders that are being shipped out. So if you've placed an order in the last few days, there's probably one of these in it. If it's not a button, you're going to get a sticker, but every order that's going out has got one or the other. I love these. They're just so much fun. And so we did get that. That came in this week. What else came in this week? Oh, we got more of the mini stencils. So I managed to get some more before we ran out. So we have daisies this time around. So those are going out in all the orders. And new keychains arrived this week. So some of the orders will have keychains in them. And we got mini buttons, the little mini Tracy Moore design buttons, the little tiny ones. They're fun. They're very cute. So we got those, and those are going out in orders too. So you gotta have them. I like to make sure everybody's got something fun in their shipments. And what else? What else? Did I forget something? Oh, I know what I forgot. On Thursday night, I did a free live class on Artfully Connected. We had so much fun. We painted that the hot cocoa sign, and that it was a blast. So I wanted to say thank you to Cindy Harrison and to everybody that came and watched. And I know some of you guys did. So really appreciate that you came and threw your support behind me, and just wanted to let you know that. Mwah! Thank you. I had a blast. It was so much fun. And what have I been doing this week? You have been busy. They have a new display going up at the Lord Beaverbrook Gallery here in the city, and Renee's been working a lot. So he's had his hands full. They had a beautiful mural installed this week that is huge. It's absolutely huge, but it's stunning.
I felt for the art prep guys.
Yeah, that was a big
job. That would make anybody go bald.
Yeah.
That must have been frustrating to hang.
Yeah. Well, it's multiple hexagonal shapes, like a honeycomb. And it's huge. It's not
42 2-foot,
yeah,
2.5 foot wide hexagon plaques.
Wow. And it covers a massive space, something like 30 by 60 or something like that, isn't it?
It's
huge.
65 feet long and about 34 feet tall.
Wow. It's an impressive mural. It's very impressive. So they've been doing that, and the Salvador Dali has been installed in there, that beautiful painting.
He's been installed. That's his new home.
Yeah. It's a beautiful painting.
There is no place to store him.
Yeah. He's huge. Another one that's really big. So Renee's been busy with that. I took a little bit of time this week to play with my new pencils that I showed you last week. I worked with those. These are my Faber Castells. This is the Pitt Graphite Matte set I had ordered for myself. I love pencils. I have a thing for pencils. It's terrible. It was a dangerous thing this week. Jackson's Art had Caron Dash colored pencils. Uh-oh. Somebody spilled his coffee? Ew. Right on the keyboard.
I spilled coffee.
But they had the Caron Dash colored pencils on sale at Jackson's Art. I believe 40% off. It was so tempting. So tempting. But they're so expensive. Anyway, these Pitt Faber Castell Pitt Graphite pencils. It's a gorgeous set. Comes with everything. These beautiful pencils. And they're a little bit different. These ones range from an HB to a 14B. So you have a full range of densities as far as the graphite is concerned, but they are, I find them a little on the soft side, and because they're a little soft, also find them a little bit messy. But I want to show you the piece that I've been working on. So I don't know why, but it seems every time I pick up a pencil, I want to draw a bird. So this is the one that I'm working on. This is an American bald eagle. So he's coming along quite nicely. And he is done with those graphite pencils, those Faber Castell pencils. So I'm rather pleased with it. I still have quite a ways to go, but he is coming along rather nicely. So hopefully by next Saturday, I'll be able to show you a finished piece. But for today, we're going to be working on these fun little ornaments. I thought that this would be a fun project for today. Nothing too strenuous. It's very basic techniques. We're not using any super difficult techniques to paint these. And I do have a couple of fun little ways to switch this up. So if you guys are ready to get started, so am I. Of course, all you get is my mess. So this is the surface that we're working on. It's this one here. This is a 3-piece set from Sheila Landry. She's got these. I love these. These little they string into a banner, and they work beautifully for this type of thing. They can be hung just using a ribbon, or you can use wire. But they do make a really cute little ornament. So, or you could string 3 or 4 of them all the same together and make a pretty little banner. They're a super easy surface to design on because there's nothing to inhibit you. So I thought a simple all-over design would be a great way to create sort of that gift wrap look, and that's what I used for my inspiration. And then we have a couple of different ways to do this. You can just trace the shape of the tag on, or you can decoupage it. Now for this sample, I actually did decoupage a real tag on there, just painted the string in place. But you could certainly just trace it on, base coat it with warm white, shade it, etc., and that would create your little tag. Or you could leave it off altogether and just leave it as that gift wrap. So there's a variety of different ways that you could jazz these up. So we're going to get started on our ornaments. Tracing and transferring these designs, I'm using a little bit of white graphite. My base coat is 2 coats of country red or tomato red or Tuscan red, whatever your favorite red is. I've got 2 coats on there, and then I gave it a light sanding because this is Baltic birch, so I got a little bit of furring. And this is how I sanded it. This is a brown paper shopping bag. And if you take that brown paper to that surface, you're going to end up with a really nice smooth finish on there. It's going to be super nice to paint on. So tracing, transferring, simply taped that surface in place. And I have a piece of white graphite. And I gotta find my red pen. I'm so frustrated. I'm not able to get any more red pens. These pens have been very difficult to get.
Start cutting, Sheila.
Sheila does such a beautiful job of these ornaments. Miss Sheila is off to a wedding today.
Oh, nice.
So she's not going to be joining us, or if she does, it'll only be for a little bit.
Pansy teapot. Do you have a pansy teapot?
I have one designed. I haven't painted it yet.
It's not available yet.
It's not available yet. I have the
Why
teacup.
am I on Sandy McTeer's YouTube channel?
I don't know.
I like Sandy, but...
So I'm just using my red pen. to trace these holly leaves on.
There we go.
And I'm going to use my shape maker as well for this. I like using a shape maker for things like berries. It makes life so much simpler. So, in case you're wondering what a shape maker is, this is a shape maker. It's essentially a stencil with a variety of different sizes of dots.
And swinkles.
And cycles. And we have them in, there's actually 3 of these in a set, in the shape maker set. Squares, and then there's a variety of other shapes, diamonds and triangles and things like that. But I really like the circle one. I'm kind of obsessed with polka dots, as everybody knows. If it's not polka dots, it's diamonds. I don't know why. It's just my favorite. So these are very simple, straightforward to trace on. Just put our lovely holly leaves on. So these don't take very long. You just want to make sure you get them on. And I like having design elements that go off the page. Just makes things more interesting. And then this is where I take my shape maker and I simply move along till I find the circle that fits the size of the circle that I'm tracing. And this way I get nice round berries. Berries don't look right if they're not round.
A lot of people can't find you on YouTube.
Really?
Well, we're definitely there.
Yep. Search Tracy Morrow Design. We are there.
You got to turn on your bell notification icon. Got to click that bell.
Yep. Hit the subscribe button and then click the bell so that way you're notified whenever we go live. Okay.
Dynasty Microns.
And we have 4 of them.
We have 4.
Just to stick with the holiday theme, so we might make sure that everybody gets presents. Presents.
4 people are getting presents.
4 presents. So this is what I like about using a shape maker. Look at how nice, perfectly round those berries are. You cannot paint a perfectly round berry if your berry is not perfectly round to start with.
But most berries aren't perfectly round.
No, but we want them nice and round.
We can click the video, but it isn't playing. Don't know what to tell you. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming.
Wow. Are we still on Facebook?
Oh, we're still on YouTube.
Try refreshing the page. That's usually I find that seems to help with a lot of stuff.
$20 from Soup Hots.
Hi, Sue. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry I missed that.
$20 for the puppers.
Yeah, more for the puppers.
Yeah.
Is what she said. More for the puppers.
More for the puppers.
Thank you, Sue.
We appreciate it. Our local shelter is going to appreciate it. I can tell you that. They're a little overwhelmed right now. They got a lot of puppies. And it's summer, and that's not unusual.
Righto.
So the local shelter is going to be...
Can I pin that?
They're always happy to get whatever people are willing to give them. But it's nice when we're able to...
Put this user in timeout. No.
Who's that?
I'm trying to pin...
Oh. No, don't put Sue in timeout.
No. I don't want to.
So, again, I'm going to do this with the shape maker. These berries are a little bit smaller.
There we go.
I like my shape makers. It's a handy little tool to have. And it does make tracing patterns a lot faster.
And
There we go.
Apparently, Dawn Lavelle doesn't have a brush by her name. Why
Well-
doesn't Dawn Lavelle have a brush by her name?
I don't know.
I will look into that.
She should.
Yeah, she should.
So I have all of my designs traced on. I thought this would be fun. I used a lot of the new colors for those light bulbs.
Lab bulb?
Light bulbs.
Lab bulbs.
So I wanted to show you a fun little technique just to change this up a little bit. I've got, this is almondine, which is that one of the new colors from Decor. But you could do this with buttermilk, or I chose almondine just because it's almost the same color as the wood. So I've got a coat of that on. So I'm going to tape that in place, and then I'm going to switch to a slightly darker graphite. I have a nice overly used piece of gray graphite. Sometimes you just don't want a new piece because it's going to be too dark. And I'm going to quickly trace these holly leaves onto the surface. I just wanted to show you a fun technique just to make things a little more unique.
Sandy Jackson says, hello from Massachusetts.
Nice.
All you beautiful painters. All right. Does Apple have like a find feature?
Yes,
Is it like Control F?
I think so.
Nope.
Did you
Command
break?
F? Ha! I'm a nerd.
I know. Not telling me anything I haven't already figured out. I am your mother. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, Don Lavelle, it says you're still a member. I don't know why you don't have, I don't know why you don't have a brush by your name.
I don't know.
Strange.
She doesn't have any.
No, she doesn't have a brush by her name or anything.
Well, that's not right. I'll have to figure it out. It's probably just a Googleism.
Yeah.
Anything that goes screwy with a computer these days is a Googleism as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It's a Googleism. So where did my shape maker get off to? There we go. Now, ideally,
47 members.
ideally, I would have had all of this traced on here. However, I had a whole bunch of issues with the website this week that needed to be dealt with, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time painting. I had the pattern finished and then wasn't able to get it uploaded, so it took forever to get that done. It's been one of those weeks. The tech gremlins are out.
Oh. Debbie Matthews.
Miss Debbie.
She says, hi all. Tracy received my happy mail yesterday.
Excellent. Glad to hear it.
Thanks so much for the beautiful brushes and stencil. I also love the button. You are the best.
Miss Debbie, she lives in Texas.
Ooh. It's hot in Texas.
Oh, it's very hot in Texas. It's very hot everywhere.
It's very hot here.
Even for here. I mean, it's not Georgia hot. It's not Phoenix hot. But it's hot.
Dot seems to love it. She was outside just rolling around, having a blast.
As long as she doesn't have to walk anywhere, she's happy.
Well, yeah. Well, she can't walk anywhere. Mind you, Dad waved a stick.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, that probably had a lot to do with it. She's catching on to the gizmo.
She is I wouldn't say she's a picky eater. She self-regulates. She'll eat when she's hungry.
Yeah.
But lately she's been very picky on when she eats.
Yeah.
So when she misses a meal and the next morning she still doesn't eat, it's an issue. She has to eat.
Yeah.
But we figured out that even just threatening her with the cat is enough to get her to eat.
Yeah. That was hilarious. If Dad calls Gizmo into the garage, she will eat. Even if Gizmo doesn't come to the garage, she will eat.
Lion Stocks, repeat what you said about the red. Renee missed it. What? What did I miss?
But the red?
About the red. What about
This red? This red, it's country red. So, I'm going to start with this. We're going to talk about the holly towards the end, but I'm going to start with this mistletoe. Now, the color that I used for the mistletoe is foliage green. And I've put a little bit of warm white on my palette.
Oh, do you think I can make it? I hit a printer.
Well, it's better than what I usually hit. So I've got, this is my mistletoe. Oh my goodness, that cat.
God, cat.
Kick her out, please. So it's in rare form today. So, we're going to use a round. I'm using a number 4 for this. Now, you can base coat, shade, and highlight these as you normally would. However, I'm going to show you a neat little trick. I love painting mistletoe this way. I'm loading up this round brush with some of that foliage green. And then I'm going to pick up just a little bit of warm white on the tip of the brush, and I'm going to tap the brush so that that white sort of bleeds in. And then we're going to stroke in these leaves like so. And it automatically, this one's not very pretty, but oh my goodness, I can't seem to, there we go. Better. Better. Good grief. I can stroke that way, but not the other way. I don't know why. I've been doing this for years and just lately have not got there. I seem to have 2 left hands lately. There we go. So it's a simple comma stroke. It really is simple. I know that right now I'm not making it look simple, but let's try this again. Much better. Good gravy. Honestly, I can't seem to get that curve today. So a simple comma stroke to shape that mistletoe. And that little tip load of white. There we go. Seriously. There. I could comma stroke in one direction only today. That's terrible. There. It should not be this difficult. There we go. Heavens.
What is that? Is that just a round?
It's a number 4 round.
Huh?
And this is a basic stroke that I apparently have a tremendous amount of difficulty with today. A basic comma stroke. Good luck.
I gotta refresh the chat. I'm missing stuff here. Do you carry the wood for this?
I do not. Sheila Landry does on her website. The link is actually in the pattern. If you look, it has the item number in the pattern for this surface. If you're on Sheila's website at tollpaintingdesigns.com, if you go to the menu on the left-hand side, go down to generic surfaces, click on that, and then scroll about halfway down on the left-hand side of the page. I love her surfaces. And I use this one quite a bit. This set comes in 3 pieces. You get 3 of these. I do love this set, so.
Ooh.
There.
Robin got a rude wake up.
Oh, no.
Yeah. 4:45 this morning, the sound of a tornado siren blaring.
Oh, my goodness.
It's been
Hopefully-
storming most of the morning since.
Oh, goodness. Well, stay safe, Robin. Good heavens.
My dog is looking at the computer, so it got my cat's attention. My Yorkie is looking everywhere for set right now.
She's so loud.
Renee, we missed you at the
The Artfully Connected.
Creative Innovations painting the other night.
Artfully Connected.
Some comedy relief was surely missed.
So those leaves are pretty much done. We're going to add some shading to them, but first we're going to paint those berries. And I'm going to grab, I like doing these with a rigger. Got a small round.
I'm going to zoom in for you guys, because that is tiny.
There we go. I got my favorite ugly rigger for this.
What is it doing? No, you get back here, you. That's the button. There we go. Just so you can see some of the palette as well.
I'm just basing these berries with a little bit of warm white. And those berries are going to stay nice and round because we went to the trouble of tracing them on with that shape maker so that we got round berries to start with. So it's much easier to paint a round berry round.
Sandy Scales. What brand of brushes are you using? Dynasty. Dynasty always.
I always use Dynasty. This is a faux squirrel, this rigger. It's a synthetic. I actually had somebody ask me not too long ago if they were animal friendly or humanely sourced, and they don't get any more humanely sourced than these. They're synthetic. It was a valid question.
Yeah.
With the name squirrel in it, it's a valid question. So.
Yeah. Faux squirrel.
Yeah.
Fake squirrel.
Yep. The interesting thing about this, when I was first given my very first set of faux squirrel brushes, I was given them by the owner of FM Brush, which is Fred Mink. He was a lovely man. He had a passion for his trade, which was brush making. And so he would, when he designed a new brush line and when he came up with a new idea for a brush line, he was very passionate about making sure that it did everything that the artist wanted it to do. And so he listened to artists and painters when it came to creating brushes. Now, when I started working with Dynasty Brush, and this is going back a ways, it's 20 years this year.
You still have some of the brushes from that original set.
I do still have a lot of the brushes from my original set. Fred told me in minute detail everything there was to know about these faux squirrel brushes. And then gave me a complete set. They were so new they didn't even have a name stamped on them yet.
Oh, she was wondering about the tan and black. Those are the black gold.
Yeah, these are Dynasty Black Gold. Same company. This is slightly different bristle. They're excellent quality and very reasonably priced. If you're looking for them, Sandy, you can order them through the Brush Guys. The Brush Guys have them at a discounted rate to start with, and then you can use my name, Tracy, and the letter M, and it'll give you an additional discount on top of their existing prices. So that's why I send people to the brush guys, because when you're already at a discount and then you're getting another discount on top of it. And these days, every penny counts.
Well,
there. So I've got,
is this computer mat washable?
pardon me?
Is this computer mat washable?
It's neoprene. Yes, it is.
Okay, it's going in the wash.
Renee just,
I spilled
he
coffee.
spilled coffee all over. Fortunately, I have a nice cover on that desk. So
I done oopsied. I'm
dress
getting
up.
a lot of coasters.
Yep.
Maybe I should use one.
It'd be an idea. Just saying.
You got a bunch of sticker mule coasters.
Yeah. I also put a bunch of new stickers in your envelope there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. By far, my favorite sticker of the bunch is still Be a Good Human.
Yep. Well, every time I order new leggings,
Yeah.
which is another obsession of mine, I ordered another pair of leggings the other day.
No, did you?
I did, yeah. I got butterflies this
More
time.
skulls?
No, butterflies. Flutterbies.
How appropriate.
Hey now, be nice. Now, the fun part about working with something like this, if you whoopsie like I did here, this one doesn't look like a leaf, it looks more like a club. I can take my base color and I could put a little bit in there just to smooth out that spot. Anytime you're not happy with it, that's why I like having that base color down.
Oh,
So I can fix things.
I wouldn't put this in the dryer.
No,
This
just
is
you can
very
put it in the
soft.
washer. So there, I've got mistletoe. So we're going to dry this real quick. And I'm working with a 3/8 angled shader for this. We're going to use a little bit of plantation pine to put a nice little shadow. Give this a nice little center vein on our leaves.
Bunny leaves?
Not bunny leaves, just leaves.
Tree feathers?
Tree feathers.
Finally connected. I bounced back and forth between Facebook and YouTube for all this time.
Oh no.
I don't know. It is Saturday. So she decided to practice comma strokes while watching.
That's
It's
not,
not a
bad
good day. So she decided to practice comma strokes while watching.
That's
It's
not,
not a
bad
good day.
Well, it's been a while since I've actually done any stroke work, so I was relatively amazed that I managed to pull it off to start with. So all I'm doing is just putting a simple little float down the center vein. It's not going to be super neat and tidy, doesn't need to be. And I'm not going right to the end of the leaf. Stop short of the end of the leaf. Good gravy. There we go.
YouTube's being picky today.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it being snarky?
Yeah, well.
So that simple little shadow down the center of the leaf, it just accentuates that curve, like so.
Every time you mention YouTube, Facebook has a temper tantrum. It goes all squirrely. Well,
Yeah.
It's not us then.
Nope. It's the internets. The internets. So I've got a nice little shadow down the center vein. Now you don't have to putz with these.
Ooh. Linda's got a good question.
Okay.
When using the Factus Black Eraser, sometimes the white transfer line does not come off.
Depends
Am
on
I
your
putting
graphite.
it on too heavy, or is there another reason?
It may be that your paint was still too wet when you transferred.
Ooh.
A lot of the time, that's the problem, is the graphite is stuck in the paint. Make sure your paint is really dry before you trace and transfer. That's usually the problem. I run into that too, but that's generally the case. So I'm putting a little highlight on the tips of my leaf and on that center vein, and I'm just using a little bit of thinned warm white. It is not a neat and tidy float. We are not looking for perfection.
It is to be avoided.
Perfection is overrated.
And what color are you using for the shading again?
The shading is Plantation Pine. I like Plantation Pine because it's very transparent and it gives me a nice shadow. And I like a little bit of warm white at the tips of the leaves, like so, and then down the center vein. Tip of the leaf, down the center vein. It just rounds out these leaves nicely. I have the hiccups. Goodness, pardon me.
Come here, coffee.
What's left of it?
Oh, there was plenty. It spread over distance.
It always does. It's like it looks for the potential in making the most amount of mess with the least amount of fluid.
Yeah.
So, I got one more here. So it's a simple little highlight. Don't overdo it. Don't overthink it. It's just going to give us a nice little, rounds out the tips of those leaves. This one's not quite where I wanted it. And then we're going to come over to our berries. Now, you can use Bahama Blue if you don't have the Crystal Blue. I think I used Crystal Blue for this one. It's very close to the Bahama Blue, so, and it was sitting on my table, so that's why I used it.
Sound is cutting in and out. I don't know what's going on today.
So I'm taking that Crystal Blue and we're going to put a float of that on one side, and I come in from the edge. If you've done berries with me before, you know that this is how I do them. So I leave a little sliver of the base coat along the edge. So it's a little C-stroke or C-shaped float, and then it has just that little sliver of white.
Hello from the sauna known as CT. Connecticut?
South Texas.
CT.
CT, Connecticut. Yeah.
Not South Texas.
I thought you said ST. I'm brain dead today. Shut up. I did not sleep, so.
Closer, please. I can't get that close.
Yeah, this is as close as we can get. So, I'll pull it up to the camera so that you can get a closer look. And it's blue on that white. So there's just a little sliver of white at the edge of that dark blue float. Well, dark blue. So then we're going to shade that berry again. This time we're going to do it with some thinned asphaltum. And I'm using just a very small amount of asphaltum. I don't want a ton of it in the brush. And I'm blending this out really well because I want it very transparent. I don't want it full strength. And then I'm going to float over both the blue and the white. I'm taking that one right to the edge.
Quilts that are not perfect. Quilts that are not perfect.
Somebody had posted some pictures from a quilt show the other day.
Yeah.
And they were absolutely beautiful. I love homemade quilts. They're I love the one that's in your room.
My denim?
No, the other one. The log cabin, it's called, is the name of the pattern. It's an old one. I bought it on a road trip through southern Saskatchewan in 2002. 20 years ago. And it's still at the foot of the Renee's bed.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. It used to be called a rag quilt, but the pattern is called log cabin. Anybody that quilts will know what that means. Quilts to me are just incredible. Well, the ones that they were showing were just jaw-dropping. And they had two categories. They had one for hand-stitched and then one for machine-stitched. And the machine-stitched were spectacular and very impressive. But the hand-stitched ones were even more so because they're all done by hand. And I can remember when I was a kid, my grandmother having a quilting rack in the middle of the family room at the farm. And she would sit there with a cup of tea in the evenings and spend hours hand-stitching quilts. It's wonderful to see that art form is either coming back or has not died. There's some people that really adhere to those things, and it's just beautiful to see. I can't imagine myself doing that, but... So I'm going to take a liner brush, and I'm just going to finish out the ends here. Now, you can do this two ways. I'm going to do this way. Essentially, it's a comma stroke at the bottom of these leaves just to connect them. And I'm just using a little bit of plantation pine.
I have no idea. Okay, I gotta refresh this.
So there we have holly leaves, and we have berries. And I'm going to take a little bit of either warm white or titanium white to highlight the top of those berries. I'm going to just float in a little bit at the top of the berry. So opposite of that blue, and it's got to connect to the blue. And again, I'm leaving a little space, a little sliver of the base coat. Like so.
Robin Storm says, we need a Tracy class somewhere in the U.S. so we can all meet up and paint.
Wouldn't that be fun? I think that'd be so much fun.
Maybe in the near future.
Yeah. I've had a few ask me. I have a couple I have to send messages to, but I have to keep an eye on my calendar.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of commitments coming up. So, I'm going to dry that real quick, and we're going to put a final highlight on those berries. And I'm going to do that with just a dot of either titanium white or warm white. And that dot's going to go right there. Just in from that edge.
The jar is filled with Joe Sonia's fast drying glaze.
Yep.
No water in it.
No.
Well, there might be a little bit of water in it, but that's from the brush.
Yeah. I rinse my brush, clean my brush in water, but whenever I float or do line work or thin my paint, that's what I use.
Joe Sonia fast drying glaze.
So there are our mistletoe. So these ones work up really, really quickly. They do not take all that much time. I am going to shade the edges of these. Just want to make sure that this is all dry. We're going to shade around the edges of this with a little bit of soft black.
You could always come to Louisiana. That way Renee could get his special seasonings. What? My Tony Chattries?
Little bit Tony?
I've come to love my mother's seasoning. her Creole seasoning. She made gumbo.
I made gumbo this week. It was very good.
It's so tasty.
It's so hard. I'm trying to get okra.
Yeah, you can't get okra up here.
I'm having a really hard time finding okra.
And you don't want to buy frozen.
No.
Because frozen okra,
It just goes mushy. You don't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't. I don't like it.
Fried beans, fried okra, bacon,
Oh.
stuffed inside of a chicken wing.
Okay.
Done.
Yummy.
Thank you.
So we're having taco bowls tonight.
Yeah. Taco, 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 taco.
He likes tacos. In case you hadn't figured that out.
Tacos and sushi, and antidepressants.
Okay.
Have you not seen that video?
No.
It's a
I'm still trying to get past the tacos and sushi. Oof.
There's a Hispanic fellow who's like celebrating his lunchtime because he's like a welder or something like that, and he's at a construction yard, and he's got 2 dishes open in front of him. One is sushi and one is homemade tacos.
Okay.
And he's going back and forth with the camera going tacos and sushi, tacos and sushi. And then he moved the camera a little too far, showed his medication. He goes, and antidepressants.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just putting a float of soft black around the edges, which is why I wanted to make sure that all those little white dots that I put on the berries were dry. Otherwise, they just smear everywhere.
How do you stuff a chicken wing? You remove the bones.
Yep.
And they got to be flats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not drums.
You know, you can't stuff a drum. You got to get big flats.
So once you've got the edges shaded, I'm just putting a light wash of soft black on here. Very light. I've thinned it out just so that I don't have that hard line around the outside edge.
Skin on. Sorry. I forgot that part too.
Yeah. He's been watching cooking shows again.
Oh, that was watch that Steve Harvey clip.
Yep.
With the guy with the too fat to fly food van. And they make stuffed chicken wings, and they're stuffed with all sorts of other stuff.
Yep.
Mac and cheese one.
Yep.
That looked good. A stuffed chicken wing with mac and cheese in it.
There we go. We have one ornament almost done. We've got a few other little things to do, but we're going to do that when we do the finishing on the other 2. So that is how you paint those mistletoe and berries. I think that one's fun. It's super easy.
Next one.
So, which one to do? I want to do the light bulbs. So, because I'm using some really bright colors for these, I want to put a coat of thinned warm white on all of these bulbs, just so that I'm not fighting against that red when I'm putting down these other colors, because that red is pretty strong. So I'm going to put a nice coat of warm white.
Oh, that would be so good.
What?
Sandy Flower just made smoked mac and cheese on the smoker.
Mmm.
Yum.
I saw a recipe the other day for smoked chocolate chip cookies.
What? Say what?
I have been watching cooking shows too.
Smoked chocolate, like Toll House style?
Made Toll House style chocolate chip cookies, but he made them with chocolate chunks. And instead of putting them in the oven, he put them on the smoker.
I want to be a frat man. Go check out Beardo Weirdo on TikTok.
Yeah.
You'll understand
He's
that
awesome.
one.
Yeah.
I'll never be a skinny man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish I was a fat man. That would explain my appetite and my love for food.
Yeah.
But
instead, if he turns sideways and sticks out his tongue, he looks like a zipper.
Yeah. Thanks. I am a skinny man who really enjoys food.
Yeah.
And I can eat a lot of it.
But it ticks off people.
What?
Like me. If I ate the way you ate, I'd weigh 500 pounds.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And I love food. I love good food. So you come by that, honestly. And I'm not a fussy eater, but I am a selective eater.
JL Brewer is wondering what a good substitute for cherry red is.
Cherry red is quite transparent, and it's a little more on the blue side. So a Tuscan red will work beautifully.
Smoked chocolate chip cookies. Don't think I'll go there.
I thought he was crazy when he said he was going to put them in the smoker, but
smoked chocolate.
Yum.
I
could do. I can see that.
Yeah. Like, would you have to double boil it first and then put it in the smoker, and that way it just?
No, he had it in a hot smoker, so they literally baked. But they get the smoke flavor at the same time. So
it was probably very light, and it probably
Yeah.
didn't spend that much time in there.
No, it didn't.
Oh, okay.
But I thought it was kind of a neat take on it. He also did a smoked pizza, which I thought was pretty cool too.
Yum.
Well, I don't get too excited over pizza, but I kind
Smoked
of
smoked chocolate. That's.
I know that makes for an interesting flavor profile.
Well, not just an interesting flavor profile, but what wood would you be using for that? Like, you wouldn't want something too.
No, you'd want something sweet. So apple.
Yeah, and apple cherry wood.
Yeah.
Cherry wood would be so good.
And I just got cherry wood.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, hallelujah.
Except now, I wanted to do bacon this weekend, like get a bacon started, but I can't get any pork belly, which is I'm finding irritating.
We tried to smoke chocolate chip cookies. Stick to the oven.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody watched the same show I did.
Might as well smear it on my butt because that's where it's going.
Uh-huh. I'm with you, sister.
I always get hungry when I watch you. You're welcome.
We're doing taco bowls tonight.
Yeah, taco bowls.
So lots of fresh tomatoes. Oh, and those pickled jalapenos should be ready.
Ooh, yum.
So I had some fresh jalapenos.
Those avocados wouldn't be good for dinner.
There's a couple in there that I think are okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
My grocery order arrived this morning, so as usual, I was expecting to get rock hard avocados, but there was a few of them in the bag that are actually, I think, are just perfect.
Someone told me one time a moment on the lips is a lifetime on
the hips.
hips.
Yeah.
Well, not for me.
He's got a straight gullet, kind of like a seagull.
Hollow legs.
Yep. We used to say that if you stepped on his foot, his mouth would open.
Yeah, you still say that.
I know.
But I don't eat garbage.
No. He is his mother's son.
I don't like garbage food. Even though every once in a while, an A&W or, a good burger from a fast food joint, I'll enjoy.
I
I
am not a picky eater, but I am selective. I don't like bad food. I don't like a lot of processed food either.
What is in your taco bowl?
I use extra lean ground beef, a little bit of cumin, a good taco seasoning is good, but I prefer to use my own. But
smoked meatloaf.
Oh, hello.
That's Kathy Jesse.
I would do that.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to get the smoker out. I did I've already done like 5 pounds of
salmon.
I have 5 pounds of shredded pork.
Yeah.
And I still have 3 or 4 smoked chickens in the freezer, but I'm out of bacon, so I want to make some more bacon.
I can't find it at any grocery store, and I can't even find it at a deli. Even our local delis' websites don't even advertise it.
Yeah.
And they don't carry it.
What?
Smoked provolone.
Oh my. I love provolone.
I'm wondering if we can buy provolone and smoke it afterwards, or it has to be aged after it's smoked.
I don't know,
But smoked provolone? Ooh, sounds so good.
It does.
I made homemade dill pickles, says Robin Storm, and added jalapenos. So I have some spicy dill pickles. Ooh, yum.
Well, I had a container full of jalapenos I had used for a recipe.
Yeah.
But I ended up only using like 2 peppers for that recipe, but I had about 10 in the container, and I didn't want them to go to waste, so I did a cold pickling technique. And it's a sweet pickle. It's not savory. And so I've been wanting to try that, and I want to do some pickled onions tonight too.
Oh,
so
there's Patrick Pettifus.
Hello, Patrick. So I'm using a little bit of 24 karat gold. This one is from Decor Media in the fluid acrylics. This is one of my favorite golds. And I also like the 24 karat and the extreme sheen. Either one is perfect. And that's what I'm using to base coat the metal portion of these Christmas bulbs. That little piece at the top or the bottom, depending on how you look at it. And I love this gold for a couple of reasons, but look at how well it covers. One, it's a very nice metallic. It's very subtle. It has a really nice sheen to it. But the best thing about it is how well it covers, because it does cover very, very nicely. And I forgot to trace that little bit on.
No, we don't have a Sunterra in anywhere near us.
A what?
A Sunterra. It's a market.
Oh, okay, no.
However, their website says they ship all over Canada.
Really?
You can get BC cherries.
Oh, I got BC cherries in the back fridge.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
We got... Yeah, the closest Sunterra market to us is in Calgary.
Yay. It's a ways. So, I've got all the metal bits base coated with gold. I'm going to dry this. Now, I'm using some of the new colors for this. And so one of these lights is getting base coated with that crystal blue. I love this. This crystal blue is so pretty. It's like a lighter version of Bahama blue. It's more blue, less green.
Does not ship outside of Alberta, but they deliver anywhere in Alberta.
Okay.
Deli meats and cheeses.
Nice.
Special cheap cheeses and charcuterie. Deli cheeses. What do we got?
You can't order from them, so don't torture yourself.
No. Oh, they have... Oh. Ooh. There's something for you.
What's
Balderson's medium cheddar.
Medium?
Medium cheddar.
Oh, no, I like sharp cheddar.
Yeah.
I like sharper old.
Old sharp cheddar.
Yum.
12-month age. That's pretty good.
So, crystal blue for one of these. I like to have a couple of them. So, I'm going to use it for one of the little bits. And I'm going to put that over here. I did not really worry too much about placement as far as this goes. I'm going to use a little bit of Lilac Meadow, which is it's It's a pale purple. It's such a pretty color. This one here, that Lilac Meadow. I'm going to use that for a couple of these too. It's a nice opaque color, but it works much, much better if it doesn't have to fight against another color. So that's why I use that. Little bit of warm white underneath. It makes a world of difference when it comes to base coating things, because as you can see, I'm only needing one coat of these colors to get nice coverage. Look at that.
So they do carry a smoked provolone. Cherry smoked provolone. $5.99 per 100 grams. It's not cheap.
Nope.
But damn. They have it.
Now I'm going to use Fuchsia Pop. I really like this Fuchsia Pop. I'm not a pink person, but this fuchsia is so pretty. So watch this. I'm going to go over top of that white with this. Look at this color. Woo! This is a great pink. It is not, however, opaque. Again, that's one of the reasons that I wanted that that white under there, was because then I wanted something that would give this color lots of life. And so having that white underneath it helps immensely. Super easy though. This is just a super easy piece to paint.
Love the new colors. Do they come in a pack?
You can order them in a pack from Cupboard Distributing at cdwood.com if you're in the US. I don't know if Stockade sells them in a bundle, but they do have them all grouped together on their website. So there's my Fuchsia Pop. Now the next color I'm using is Sprout. That's that in-your-face green. It's very close to a chartreuse. It's a great color. I love it for highlighting antique green. It's got lots of vibrancy. It's fabulous. And again, because I put that white down, I'm going to get, look at that. It's almost like a neon. It's so bright. It's a great color. There are 15 colors, new colors for 2022.
If you wanted an orange bulb, what color would you use?
Oh, Tiger Lily.
There you go.
Yep. Also a new color. You could use Tiger Lily, or Orange Flame would be another good one if you don't have Tiger Lily.
You're going with very pastel-y colors, I see.
Oh, they're not going to stay that way, though.
No, that's just one coat.
It's just, I'm going to grab that Tiger Lily. Let's do one of the bulbs in Tiger Lily.
There you go.
Just so we can see. I love this one. This is a beautiful orange. They've done a great job putting together some really vibrant colors this year. And we needed, yummy. We needed a nice bold orange. We needed a nice bold pink. They haven't had any really good transparent colors available in a few years. So it's been really nice to see some transparent colors pop up among the new colors. And somebody asked me a really interesting question the other day, if these were actually truly new colors or if they were just a rehash of colors that had previously been discontinued. They are a new formulation, so they are brand new colors. I spoke with the lovely lady in charge of product development the other day. I still do a lot of work with DecoArt, with product testing, so I get an opportunity to try a few things before they actually go to market. I was not part of the new color development, but I did get a preview of them. So they're wonderful. I'm just loving them. awesome. I'm going to give one more coat. Look at how bright that sprout is. I love that color. And make sure that orange is dry. And now I'm going to give it one more coat. Was a little obsessed with the pink. That's why the original has got two nice big pink ornaments in it. But I'm game to try other colors. I love this tiger lily. So there we go. We've got all of our ornaments painted. I went ahead with white berries just like I did on all of them. That is the item that I used to sort of pull all of these together so that it made them one cohesive group. And I used that white berry for that. So if you're wondering why there's white berries in there, that's why. I wanted them to have one thing that they all had in common. And so that is it for this one. So again, I'm just putting on a float of that crystal blue. Little C-shaped float. Leave a sliver of the base coat showing through at the edge. Just a sliver. Doesn't need to be really big. And like most things, these do have an ugly stage. They're going to, at some point, just sort of sit there and go, well, not really looking all that festive yet, but we get there. So, make sure all of this paint is dry, and then we're going to start shading and highlighting ours. I decided to go with something really simple for this. I wanted them to have that childlike or playful or very simplistic appearance. And so I stuck with that, and so the shading and the highlighting is very simple. I didn't go do anything too heavy-handed. I did, however, come in around my light bulbs, and I just put in a little float of soft black, just a small one, on one side. It just sort of makes them hover a little bit. Makes them sit up a little bit. I like it when things sort of sit up. And I wanted these to come off the background a little. So I just put a little shadow on one side on the background with a little float of that soft black. It does not have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be strong either. But it's just a little shadow, just like that. It's not a ton, and you're going to do the same thing to those berries. And as usual, I'm going to put mine on the right side. So I start at the top of the berry, come around. It's a little C-stroke. That's all it is. Nothing fancy. Just a little shadow. It just lifts the berry off that background a little bit. So we're going to shade the berries. Again, I'm using a little bit of thin asphaltum for this. I'm not using a ton either, but I'm floating right over that little sliver plus the blue. And it is going to give our berry a nice rounded appearance, just like so. And make sure they're nice and dry before we do the next step. Now I picked up a little bit of either warm white or titanium white for the highlight, and just like we did on the first set, little float of the white so that it joins the two bits of the blue, like so. C-stroke directly opposite the blue. And then you finish those with a final impact point of little dot of either warm white or titanium white. And there is your highlight on your berries. Super simple way to paint those berries. and it works really well. But that little float elevates. Hi, Soot. Say hi, Soot. What are you doing? If you can hear her, she's purring up a storm. So we're going to shade this metallic, and I do this in a really simple way with a little bit, bless you, little bit of asphaltum, and this is super simple. So there's 3 rows, and you're going to just put a dark line to separate those 3 rows. So there's like that. Nothing fancy. That's all it is. You can do this with a liner if you choose. If you want to, you can use a liner or a rigger to do that. It's just the easiest thing. It's just to separate those just like that.
Apparently we got dogs and other cats riled up.
Oh no. Well, Soot's usually busy getting everybody riled up, so.
She's almost due for another draining, eh?
Yeah, she goes in on Wednesday or Thursday, I think. So it's simple. Just a little line just to separate those pieces. And then you're going to take that same liner and a little bit of warm white. And a little highlight. Just like that. It's just a little stroke. And it should come about a little better than halfway across. It's not perfect, doesn't need to be.
Is it a I'm hungry or a let me out meow?
No, that's a pick me up and pay attention to me meow. She's very demanding on her attention.
Yes. Very demanding.
She's, 1, she's a senior cat. And 2, she's not 100%. She's declining. So, that's it for the highlight on that. It's super simple. Don't overthink it. Don't fuss with it. It's a simple little stroke like that. Just to imply that there's ridges on that lid. So now we're going to do the shading. Now the shading color that I used for the pink, I used Tuscan Red. And the reason I chose Tuscan Red is 1, it's a very blue red. It has a lot of blue in it. Leans towards the blue side of the reds, as does this pink. So I wanted a nice dark shading. And so I used Tuscan Red. Love this color. And I'm going to use a 1/2 inch angle for this. And I'm blending this color out quite well. I don't really want it to be super strong. And again, if you'll notice, I'm leaving a sliver of that base color. Just a sliver. And then across the top to about a little better than halfway. And I'm going to dry that, and then I'm going to do it again. There we go. My brush is not working for me today. There we go.
Soot is also very deaf.
She is deaf.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter? Can you let her out? I think that's what she wants.
Uh-oh. What the heck was that? You don't want out? Sorry. Don't touch the camera, you. You coming?
Yeah, she's extremely loud because she's also extremely deaf.
You don't want to go?
There we go. So I've got my shading.
Oh my god, you cat.
So that little bit of Tuscan red on those pink bulbs. And we're going to use the blue raspberry, which is another new color from Decor, to shade the blue. Love this blue raspberry. Very pretty. My palette is a mess.
And you're moving more and more out of frame.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. We got JL. Oh, Renee Lemmy had his first puppy date with a Chihuahua. A Chihuahua Yorkie mix. Okay, yeah, I can see that. They had a great time. He didn't eat her like I thought he would. What? Oh! Claudia Sepulveda.
Hi, Claudia.
Celebrating 9 months.
Nice.
Right on. Congrats. More to come.
Yeah, our class is Tuesday night. The membership class is Tuesday night. I'm anxious about that one. I'm excited.
I guess his mean bark was really, I want to visit. That bark was probably just pure excitement.
Yeah. So I'm shading the blue bulbs. And again, I'm just leaving a sliver, tiny little spot. I'm shading them with that blue raspberry. Such a pretty blue. I'm going to dry that. I'm going to walk it out a little bit more. I want it a little wider.
We have a house full of interesting pets. We have Soot, the deaf black cat, who is very vocal.
Extremely vocal.
She's also the oldest.
Yeah.
We have a wheel-bound dog named Dot.
Yep.
So she's in a wheelchair. She's special.
Yep.
And then we have Gizmo.
And Gizmo is pushing the scale at about 22 pounds, I'd say now.
But I wouldn't say he's fat.
No, but he's big.
He's just a big cat.
Yeah.
And he's special because, well...
He's Gizmo.
He's Gizmo. This is a cat who entertains himself by staring at a corner of a wall.
Yeah.
And he's quite happy, quite content.
And he has his own toy box.
He has his own toy box.
And hugs his fish.
And hugs his fish.
He's special.
Yeah.
Gizmo is special.
But I'm pretty sure his front legs are shorter than his hind legs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got very broad shoulders.
We call him Stumpy for a reason. He is
Gizmo
very special.
part Maine Coon. Probably.
Yeah, well, he has webbed feet.
Yeah.
And he has a very long tail. His tail is almost 16 inches.
Yeah.
His front legs almost seem bowed at the front. And then he's just a very big cat. His face has got to be a good 6 or 8 inches across. Like, he's just got a great big face. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And if he got any more relaxed, he'd slip into a coma.
Yeah.
He's just different. He's my husband's buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he sleeps in the weirdest places.
And in the weirdest positions.
Yeah.
So I've got that, remember our lilac meadow, that light purple tone. We're going to shade that with another new color. This one is Purple Iris. I really like this one. It is, it's transparent. It's not quite as dark as Diox, but it's just a beautiful purple. We were missing a good transparent purple, and this one is just fabulous. So again, I am leaving just a sliver of the base color showing through, just a sliver. And coming across, and I wanted to walk that out a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, we call him Stumpy.
Because he looks bow-legged, and he looks like his two front legs are shorter.
Yeah, he walks around like an English bulldog.
Yeah, he's special.
My blind dog is Gizmo.
Aww.
Just got a kitten. She is a tortie. Oh, tortoiseshell.
Nice.
Nice.
We had one for 17 years.
Yeah. She has the cutest squeak for a meow. Meow. I'm told that tourists tend to be vocal. They can be.
Yeah.
We had a very quiet one.
Yes, we did have a very quiet one, but
Yeah.
she was unique.
She was also very traumatized.
Yes, she
So.
was. She was a rescue.
Yeah.
She was sweet,
Yeah,
though.
she was sweet. And Money Furbag, he was going to be used as bear bait.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was also a rescue.
And he was also a rescue. And he ended up being, what, 17, 18 years
Almost
old?
18 years old.
Yeah.
He was just an orange tabby. It's just this, but he was great. So we had... and
Dad's
then,
buddy again.
Yeah, Dad's buddy. And then we had Beezer, which she was the little tortie.
Yeah.
She was so sweet.
Yeah.
But so traumatized. It was so sad.
If you got to hold her
Yeah.
and brushed her, she loved it.
Yeah.
She loved being brushed. But she had that long, fine hair.
Yeah. Well, she was a Persian
Yeah.
with the slightly pushed in face.
Can you please explain how the membership classes work? Oh, well, that's easy.
It is easy. The membership is part of the YouTube channel. So if you'll notice at the top of the main page on my YouTube channel, there's a blue button that says join. And when you click on that, you become a monthly member. And every month we have a live class that is for members only. And your membership includes the class, but it also includes the pattern and plus a bunch of other little perks that we have. Plus you have access to everything that is in the paid membership section on my website, which means that you're granted access to a lot of other freebies that are on there, including the video from all the previous classes is posted on the YouTube channel and for members only. So if you are not a member, you can't access it. So there's tons of information and classes on there. The pattern is for the members. We have a new one posted in the paid membership section on the website on the first day of every single month. And that pattern is free download for our members. And you have 1 month to download it. And at the end of that month, it is taken down and replaced by the newest one. If you haven't downloaded it by the end of that month, you will have to pay for it if you want it. That's why we put it up there, because after that date it is available for everybody else. But for members, for that 1 month period, it is free. You can download it at any time. And what else? And the class usually runs on the last Tuesday of every single month. And it runs from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until about 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes less, sometimes more. Depends on how much fun we're having. And yeah, we post a lot of fun little challenges that go up there that are also available to download off of the paid membership download section on my website. And if at any time you want to cancel, it's simple. You just log into your YouTube channel, go to memberships, and you can cancel from there. And you can rejoin at any time as well. Hopefully that answered that question. I got off on a little tangent there.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Somebody's asking why you used green to shade the yellow. It's not yellow.
It's not yellow. It's actually a green. It's just a very bright green.
Sprout green, right?
It's sprout green, yeah.
Nice. Look at me go.
He learned.
I learned it.
So now we have our tiger lily up here. And I'm trying to decide what color to use to shade our tiger lily. And I'm thinking it's going to be Georgia clay.
Georgia clay.
Maybe. I'll see. Once I get a little Georgia clay out.
Oh. Susan Braun just said, Donna, it's not yellow, it's sprout green.
It's sprout green. I love that green. Don't be a bit surprised if it shows up quite a lot in the next little while.
The membership group is wonderful. Can't think of a better place to be.
We have a lot of fun.
Right on.
We've got some fun new... whenever I post printables, there's usually the membership group are the first ones to get them.
Yeah.
I like to make sure that they're among the first. So it gets posted in their download section first, and then it gets posted on the website. But it goes up at different times. And I don't think that Georgia Clay is going to cut it.
No?
No, I don't. Let's find out. Nope, not going to. It's very muddy.
Too brown?
Yeah, don't want that. So I'm thinking scarlet.
Scarlet?
Scarlet. Let's try scarlet.
That's very orangey.
It is very orangey. It might be too close. Ooh, I think it might be too close. Yep, too close.
Yeah, it just gets lost in there.
Yeah, it like...
Burnt sienna?
No, burnt sienna's too brown.
Too brown?
I need... No.
You're trying to shade that tiger lily.
Yeah, tiger lily, which is that gorgeous orange.
Maybe it's...
Oh, you know, I'm overthinking this.
Maybe a red?
I'm going to... Red alert.
Red alert. That's a brighter red.
It's a red. It's not... It might be... There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Now we're cooking with gas. So, I just shaded with a little bit of red alert. I'm liking it. Nice. Very nice. So, red alert. Great shading color for that tiger lily.
Again, it's not yellow. It's sprout green.
It's sprout green. I know that it looks very yellow.
Yeah.
Especially after I put that festive green on there.
There you go. That was my next question was
Yeah.
what did you shade it with?
I shaded it with festive green. And I think I was a little heavy-handed with it, but that's okay.
It looks good.
Yep. So I'm going to dry that. Now, highlighting these is super simple because we're going back to our round brush.
Jackson got into my sprout green yesterday, and he thought the sink in the bathroom needed to be painted along with the toilet seat.
Okay. Oopsie.
You got your hands full there, Karen.
So I'm using a little bit of warm white, and I'm coming back to that number 4 round.
Renee, could you read my question, please?
And I'm just using a comma stroke of warm white to add a highlight to my... So I'm kind of forcing you guys to do stroke work today.
You might have to type it in again there, Janet.
It may have gotten lost in the chat.
I'm not... Oh, I was told you always shade the same side. Is this wrong?
Not necessarily. It all depends. But for me, I have a tendency to shade wherever, especially on something like this, where the light sourcing really isn't an issue. Because this is more of a cartoon-like thing. So I don't really worry too much about whether or not all the shading is on the right side or the highlighting is on the right side. I don't really worry about it at this point.
It's a creative choice.
It's a creative choice in this regard. But speaking of highlights and light sources, it reminded me of something.
Uh-oh.
I was looking for something yesterday. And of course, I didn't find it. But I did find, see the roll of stickers there in front of you? Renee?
Happy face.
Happy faces. Would you pass that to me, please? So,
it's the Walmart happy face.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Ew.
It is the Walmart happy face.
Well, it wasn't meant to be, but now that you mention it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Took all the fun out of that, but
you should make them skulls.
I thought of that too. I've had this huge roll of happy face stickers for a long time because when I was teaching, especially painting on canvas or teaching more fine art stuff, a lot of it, people struggled with knowing where the light was coming from. And so a previous teacher of mine had said, use a sticker. So she had a sticker that she would stick one corner of the canvas to remind you of where your light source was coming from. So this would be the sun, so the sunlight was coming from this direction. If it was on this side, then it would be in the middle. And if it was coming from the lower side, like this, then you would move it around. So it was a good visual reminder of where your light source was coming from. And I knew that I had some of these, but I couldn't find them. So, of course, I was looking for something else the other day, and I found this. I still haven't found what I was initially looking for, but I did find these. So, I'm going to start sending some of these out because they're fun. I mean, who doesn't like a happy face sticker, right?
A Walmart one.
It's not a Walmart one, but
the Walmart happy face.
It looks like a Walmart happy face.
Yeah, it's a Walmart.
Yes. So I'm going to start sending these out. But this is what I've used for years was if I was finding, especially on a piece that was very elaborate, I would take a piece of tape and just to remind me of where my light source was. Just a simple visual reminder can make a big difference. Now, in this particular case, the light sourcing really doesn't matter because this is more of a gift wrap idea. But if I wanted this, say a string of lights to look very realistic, then I would pay more attention to where the light sourcing was coming from. But in this particular case, I'm not too worried about it.
And that's how my mother ruined my gas tank one year.
I didn't ruin your gas tank.
You ruined it!
No, I didn't.
Yes. You pointed out the fact that I had a highlight on the wrong side.
Okay, I didn't ruin it. I ruined it for you.
I didn't notice it.
I know you didn't.
Until you pointed it out. No, crap. We're shading and highlighting her on the wrong side of that face.
Yep. And then it comes screaming out at you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and then it got painted over and turned into silver racing stripes and doilies.
Yep.
Which got me second place in a bike show. Thank you.
Yep. So, to finish off this one, we're going to do the same thing that we did with this. We're going to put a nice little float of soft black all the way around the outside edge. And it's a weak float. I don't do this really strong. There's no need for it to be super strong. You just want to darken the edges a little bit. Just like so. Personally, I just find that by doing this, it just gives it a more finished appearance. And it brings everything together. There we go. And then I thin out the remaining soft black, heavily thinned, I might add. And just tone everything.
That is not a bad idea, Linda.
What's that?
I should spin the wheel.
You should. And so we have another one that is ready for the finishing touches. Super simple.
Nope, that's the wrong wheel.
So while you're spinning wheel.
Yeah, I gotta set it up here.
I'm going to quickly base coat my berries.
Oh, there we go. Copy and paste.
Wanted to say thank you to Linda Safranco and to Jessica Killeran. Both these ladies help keep me on track with a lot of things. Linda spends a great deal of time looking after the Facebook group. She makes sure that I'm made aware of any questions that I may have missed and posts that I may have missed. She's been really great about helping out with the group.
Okay, it's spin time.
And Jessica Killeran. Jessica is just a constant source of encouragement to the membership. She's phenomenal. And Robin Storm, I love that girl. She's just always so positive, always so encouraging. We have a great group in the membership.
All right, we're spinning in 3, 2, 1. Who's getting Dynasty Microns? How many brushes are there?
It's a 5-brush set.
5-brush set of Dynasty Microns is going to Connie Larson.
Yay, Connie! So remember, in order to get your name on that list, you got to hit that share button. Hitting the subscribe button doesn't hurt either.
We won't complain.
Yeah. We're trying to hit that 6,000 mark. We really want to hit that 6,000 mark. It makes a big difference to us. It gives us plenty of other options, things that we can offer and things that we can do.
For you guys.
For you guys. So it gets a little exciting.
I think we should spin it again.
Okay.
Let's spin it again.
We have 4, so we can do 3 and
save one for last.
Yep.
And there's 184 names on there.
Nice. So I got berries painted.
So that is Jill Gordanier? Gordanier?
How is it spelled?
Gordaner.
Gordner?
Gordner? Gordanier.
Gordanier?
Gordanier? That's what I said.
It doesn't really matter.
There you go, Jill. You got
It's going to be written. Excellent.
And one more. We got one more. There's another 5-brush set. Dynasty Micron.
You're going to be so excited about the month of August for giveaways.
I am?
Well, they are.
They are.
Yeah.
Ooh, the month of August is going to be interesting.
Month of August, because giveaways for the month of August, we have Tombow. And we have Stampenda Stamps.
And Stampenda Stamps?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So it's going to be a fun one for the month of August.
And Gwen Fulmar.
Gwen Fulmar. Nice. Excellent.
So, yeah, make sure you go to the website, hit this speech bubble on the front page, and send us your shipping information so we can send this out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
yep,
you miss out.
If we don't have your address, then a lot of the time it just sits here until if it isn't claimed, nobody sends us an email, then it goes back into the bin.
Oh yeah, Dawn Lavelle's name is...
That's so weird.
But she's on the members list. I just checked
she is. I have no idea why she doesn't have her brush and no palette either.
Yeah, no brush, no palette, no... Like, her name's not even highlighted.
Well,
I don't get
Maybe
it.
she logged in with a different account?
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you got 2 different accounts there, Dawn. I don't know.
So, the holly leaves.
All right, I gotta switch back. Give me a second. Right. Boop.
So these holly leaves are super easy. You can base coat them. I'm using the new Lush Green because I gotta tell you, I love this green.
Deb says if it's not claimed, I get it.
Okay.
Do you need Dynasty Microns, Deb?
So I'm using that Lush Green. I love this color. This is also a new color. It's about 1 value darker and slightly more opaque than the Antique Green, which I use all the time. I love Antique Green. But because I just got these new colors, of course, I'm trying them on everything. Because I have to know how they're going to work and if they're going to work. And I'm really happy with them. I really like the new colors this year. And as much as I'm excited about these transparent colors, because they're so vibrant, I gotta show you my new favorite is this one. The Laurel. It's so pretty. It's just such a pretty. It's a gray green. Similar in a lot of ways to Silver Sage. Do you remember that color? Silver Sage was a beautiful sagey green, slightly gray. This one is a little more gray than Silver Sage was, but it's beautiful. Just beautiful.
Dawn Lavelle can't watch the membership videos either.
Then she's not logged into the right account.
Yeah, you might not be in the right account there, Dawn.
Yeah.
Because according to our list from YouTube, you're on there.
Yep.
And your membership is active.
Yep.
So
then you'd have to be logged into the wrong account. And it happens.
And Debbie Buckman Easton, yes, you are on the wheel. Of course you are.
Yeah. Well, we'd like to make sure that everybody's on that wheel. You hit that share button, hit the subscribe button, you're going to be on there. Make a comment in the comment section, in the chat. You're going to get on there. We don't like to leave anybody out.
No, we try not to.
Yep.
I only have one. Go to your YouTube channel, check your memberships.
Yeah.
It may have expired and you just haven't renewed yet.
But it says she's still active, so.
But yeah, our members list says she's still active.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You might have to contact YouTube.
Yeah. Hopefully you're not being charged while you're inactive. I don't get it. What about me? Am I on the list? Yes, you are. Of course you are, Deb.
A hit list.
Whoa. I didn't say it.
She's my bestie. I'm allowed to say things like that.
Oh, did your phone number change? Oh.
Her phone number?
Yeah.
Why would that make a difference?
Because it's one of the security aspects of YouTube.
Okay.
I had the same issue for a while on certain accounts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because I went from a Winnipeg
base
number to a New Brunswick based number.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not too happy. So, well, it's the same number. Yeah, but I'm not in Winnipeg anymore.
Yeah, so it has a different area code.
Yes, they're still taking the payment.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you on a different device? Well, mind you, that shouldn't matter. Same account, different device.
Huh.
Deb, if you're anything like me, I never win anything.
The problem is that Deb wins quite frequently.
Yeah, she has won a few times. And she's been gracious enough to give everybody else a chance.
Yeah. So, unless, of course, it's something she really wants.
Like an original.
Like an original, yeah. But she usually claims those right ahead anyway.
I gotta shuffle this up a bit. I watch on Facebook. If I use YouTube, my hubby's name comes up. Oh, it's because your husband's account is attached to the browser. You have to create your own account. If you use Chrome.
Yeah, it's defaulting to his account.
Yeah. He's got auto sign in on.
Yeah. So, these holly leaves are super easy to paint. I'm using plantation pine to shade with.
Why is it totally relaxing to watch somebody base coat?
I have no idea because I hate doing it. This is my least favorite part.
Is base coating?
Is base coating because it's not the fun stuff. The fun stuff is what comes next. So I'm using a little bit of plantation pine or sap green or black green, whatever you have. It doesn't have to be exactly what's in that supply list. If you've got a favorite dark green, go for it. So I put a shadow at the base of each leaf. It's kind of U-shaped, but it's at the bottom. Why is there so much water in my brush?
Deb Antonik, do you have an entire gallery of Tracy originals?
Her and Sandy.
Her and Sandy both have quite the collection. Mind you, she's got quite the collection of Deb
Sandy
stuff.
and Deb stuff, too.
Sandy and Deb stuff. Especially that teacup gnome.
The teacup gnome.
Was that it?
No, that one's mine.
Oh, that one's yours.
I don't often do gnomes, but...
You like that one?
I like that.
That was a Deb pattern, wasn't it?
No, that was a me thing. I was doing a gnome for something, and I just...
Where's Sandy's stuff?
Right there. The chicken, the big rooster, and the big pot of flowers.
Big pot of flowers, yeah.
Yeah, that's Sandy's. And Deb's are all my snowies.
Ah, yes, the snowies.
I have my snowies in the studio.
Oh, and the mini easel?
The little no. That one's from Karen.
that one's Karen.
That's my gnome. My painter gnome. So at the base of each of these leaves.
The wheel hates me. I have never won.
Who's that?
Tracy Craig.
Oh my goodness, Tracy.
I'm not sure I got 1 year membership Happy Mail. I ordered around the time they were sent out and also won the wheel. But from all the ones showing their Happy Mail, I didn't get one. What?
We didn't send out Happy Mail for the year. All of the stuff that we've been sending out is prizes.
Yeah. There is no 1 year pin or...
No, we didn't have a 1 year.
It's just a 6 month pin.
Yeah, we had a 6 month pin. And the Happy Mail that went out was all prizes from the 1 year class.
Yes, the 1 year class.
Yeah. But... yeah, we had a lot of prizes that month.
Me neither, no matter how many fingers I cross. It is luck of the draw. There's 184 names. Some people are going to win twice.
Yep.
Maybe.
That's why we use the wheel, so that there's no preferential treatment.
And it's completely random. Well, as random as,
as we can possibly make it. So, to shade the center of this leaf, I go from the base up and make sure that you've got a curve in that line. So it helps make these leaves curve. And I take that float right to the point.
They want to see you do a rooster.
I've done roosters.
Yeah.
And I've done chickens.
Chickens.
I love roosters. The problem is if I paint roosters, they're going to be all over the house.
Sadly, I missed the 1-year class. Aw.
It didn't matter. Quite honestly, when it came to the prizes, we put the whole membership list into the door prizes. So even if you can't attend the class for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. Your name still goes in that list.
Yeah. So what happens is I download the actual members list from YouTube.
Yep.
And every member on that list gets put onto a wheel. And whether you're there or not.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you can actually attend the class. It doesn't matter. Everybody's name goes in that list.
Renee, do you have 1 or 2 orders out there right now? Can't remember if I ordered my stencil or not.
Who's that?
Linda Franco. I can bring it
Well,
up.
I had everything that I had for Linda has been shipped. So
Oh, there you go.
I don't. But I, off the
Haven't
top
checked.
of my head, I don't know if she ordered her stencil or not.
I can find out.
But not a big deal, Linda. If you're missing it, we can get one out to you. So I need some sprout green because that's my highlight color for these leaves. I love this stuff. This is a great color for these leaves.
Only members from YouTube, not from Facebook. There is no Facebook members.
Yeah.
It's all through YouTube.
Yeah.
If there is a page that has been taking your money and promising live classes, that is not us.
Yeah. The Facebook group is made up of all of the YouTube members.
Yeah.
The Tracy Moreau paid membership group. They have to be a member of the paid membership group on YouTube in order to join that group.
Yeah. And we check.
Yeah.
Hopefully there isn't a page.
I check that regularly. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Products.
So my highlight color for these leaves is that sprout green. Such a pretty, it's a high yellow green. It's got a lot of yellow in it. And I float both sides of that leaf like so for my highlight, and then down the center vein opposite that shadow.
Come on. Always fun to learn what I'm doing wrong.
I like holly leaves. Holly leaves have they have a nice texture with all of those points.
I see what she's getting. Nancy, for the live members class, all the members get put on a wheel.
Yeah.
The Saturday classes, everybody from Facebook and YouTube gets put on.
Yeah.
It's just the members live on Tuesdays at the end of the month.
Yeah, that's just members only.
That one is just the members list is put onto the wheel.
Yeah.
Not from Facebook. Doesn't matter. As long as you're a member, you get put on the wheel.
Yeah.
Done.
So that little highlight on these leaves, if you have a close look at holly, certain varieties of the actual holly plant, some of them have a really nice, like waxy, greenish yellow band on the edges, and we're going to simulate that in a second. So we're going to put that nice float. See what a great color this is for highlighting these holly leaves. That sprout is just so pretty. Very pretty, pretty. I have a shelf right above my head, behind me. Holds a lot of my art books and things but it also holds a lot of painted pieces, and not all of them are mine. I have pieces painted by Sheila Landry. I have pieces painted by Sandy McTeer. I have pieces painted by all kinds of people that have sent me pieces of their artwork. I have wonderful spoon ornaments that were painted by friends in the art industry. I'm very, very lucky.
So I just did a quick search.
Okay.
On your orders page.
Yep.
With the parameters being Linda Sofrenko.
Okay.
There's 7 pages.
I know. She's very supportive.
There's 7 pages, all coming from Linda. And I'm trying to find her most recent order. What is the date today?
To the 23rd.
23rd?
Yep.
Most recent orders from the 22nd, and it is fulfilled and on its way.
Yep. Do you know what it was?
I'm willing to bet it was a stencil.
Well, click.
Let's find out. No, it was gift wrap ornaments e-pattern.
So
that was yesterday. So let's go 1365. Phone stands.
Oh.
Did you order phone stands? Yeah. Oh, who's this? So it must be the... That was a pattern.
Don't see a stencil on there.
I'm not seeing a stencil, Linda. Nope. No stencils. And all your orders have been fulfilled.
Yep. So the same thing that I did to the mistletoe berries and to the one on the lights, I've put that shading of that blue at the bottom. And I'm going to dry that real quick. And then I'm going to go over that shading with a little bit of thin asphaltum, just like I did the last time.
Oh, speaking of new members.
Oh,
Sandy L.
Hi, Sandy L.
Welcome to Creating with Tracy.
Sandy, make sure that you go to my website, and on the homepage there's a little speech bubble. And on that speech bubble, click on it and send us a message with your full name so that we know who you are, and with your shipping information so that we can put that on file. Because if we see Sandy L, we have no other pertinent information to go with it. So yeah. we need to know who you is and where you're at.
Who you is and where you at.
Yeah. And just put new member in the subject line. That'll help us move information around so we can put you into the database. And that will also help us locate you on the website so that we can grant you access to the paid membership section, and also send you a Facebook invite. If you're not on Facebook, make sure that you follow the community tab on the YouTube channel, because we post everything there too. So that you're not missing anything.
There was a question about color. I'm trying to find it. Give me a second. What is close to blue raspberry?
Blue raspberry, true blue.
True blue.
Crisp blue.
Crisp blue.
Ocean blue. Any one of those blues will do the job.
All right, I got to refresh this because for some reason, anytime I scroll back,
yeah, it just stalls.
It takes me to the furthest it can.
Yep, and then stops.
And then stops, and it doesn't play catch up after that.
Gotcha.
Now I'm playing catch up.
So I'm putting a highlight on my berries, again with a float of that warm white or titanium white, whichever you have handy.
Oh, that was Sandy Fowler.
Hello, Sandy Fowler. So there is our little highlight, and we're going to put a final impact point with a dot of that white on there. I'm going to dry this real quick.
I am typing in the wrong keyboard.
Okay. I do that all the time. That's one of the hazards of having two computers on the same desk.
Yeah. Well, mind you, one of them's really out of the way, but when you do the...
Oh, well, I had both of my... Oh, I've done that on more than one occasion. Looking at the wrong computer and typing on the other keyboard.
Yeah.
So, I've got my berries done. I also wanted to give you guys a look at what the members are painting on Tuesday.
Uh-oh.
I'm really excited. I love doing these. And then I might even give you a sneak peek of what the piece we're doing for the month of August is.
You want to do that on a Saturday?
Sure, just torture them.
Let's just torture them.
So this is the piece that we are painting on Tuesday night with the paid membership group. This one is called Farmhouse Honey. I love this piece. I'm kind of obsessed with anything bee related or honey related. I haven't figured out if it's the color palette or what, but this is a really fun piece to paint. I'm really excited about this one. So this is what the membership group is painting in our live class on Tuesday night. Love this one. It's got to have bumblebees in it.
I'm going to have to zoom out a bit so you can get a better picture of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go ahead. Zoom out.
Zoom out there. Oh no, it fits perfect in frame right there.
Yep. I really like this one. We're using a bunch of different techniques for this piece, so I'm excited about that. And then for the month of August, we're going to be doing something a little bit different, involving some of my favorite techniques, but something a little bit different. We're going to be using an oil painting technique to do this one, but we're doing it in acrylics. And of course, everything is sticking to everything here. And so this is our August piece. I wanted to do a nice mate to the other one. So this is our August piece.
So that's what they're painting for August.
Yeah.
Look at that.
This is your August piece.
When you said you were like not just caught up, but ahead of the game now?
Yeah. I'm ahead of the game.
Are you working on September's membership already?
I am.
Oh my God. Look at her.
So I have the line drawings already done. So we'll be doing something really quite elegant.
Elegant for September?
Elegant for September. It's going to involve some gold leaf. And it's also going to involve some dimensional lead work.
Gold leaf is expensive.
Yeah, we're going to be using a metal foil instead of real gold leaf, because gold leaf is very pricey. I'm kind of hoping that I'll be able to put a kit together, because there's going to be a few little add-ons that are going to be included in that. So I'm kind of hoping we're going to do something a little bit different for September.
Hopefully we can get Dawn Lavelle sorted out, because she's really liking these.
Yeah. So yes. So this is our piece for August, and this is the one that we're doing Tuesday evening. I'm really excited about this one.
Are you done painting?
Nope.
No.
So I just wanted to show those up. That's all. So.
Wood surfaces are available on the website.
Yep, and they're just a standard 8x10. So if you want to work on wood, we do have the MDF panels here. If you prefer to work on cradled canvas, the 8x10s are available from michaels.com. In fact, they're available from most art supply stores, including Hobby Lobby. They have the 8x10 art panels, as does Joann's, if I'm not mistaken. And it also works on canvas. So
Jessica Killeran just showed up.
Hi, Jess.
Yeah, she was at a craft fair.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so
hope you did well.
She is still there.
Oh.
She's just stopping by to say hi.
Hi. So to finish this one off, remember what I said about the holly leaves? Some holly leaves or variants of it have sort of a yellow-green edge. We're going to use that sprout that we used for the highlight color, and I'm going to switch over to my 10-aught extra long detail liner, my Micron. And I'm going to thin that sprout out, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to put a nice little outline on the edge of these leaves.
Oh, there's Linda Olivieres. She's saying, hi, Tracy.
Hello, Linda. So glad you came to join us today. So, that little outline, I'm going to pull it down the center vein and then extend it out onto our little tendril that comes off of our holly leaf.
I have lots of gold leafing from what I used to do. Then the 14-karat gold pen came out.
Well, unfortunately, for what we're going to be doing, that pen won't work.
Oh, no? Certain effect?
Yeah, it is. But I'm excited about it. I've got something quite pretty.
So, heads up. That's September, right?
That's September. I'm trying to keep 1 month ahead because trying to do it month to month has been driving me nuts.
Yeah. So the members get ready to do some leafing.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun.
I hate leafing. It's so messy.
It can be. That's one of the nice things about using foil, though, is that it's a little more forgiving. So this sprout green, if you find that it's a little too transparent and it's not doing what you want to do, don't be afraid to add a little bit of warm white to it, just to give you a little bit more opacity. It's not going to be a big deal if it's, slightly brighter. I don't think, but that's just my thinking.
Will we be needing the mixtion relief?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Mixtion?
Mixation relief.
Mixation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's no A in that one.
No, there isn't, and they've written it in French. It's mixion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's mixion relief.
I wouldn't have seen that. Mixion. Mixation? What is Tracy's policy about selling our piece we painted using her pattern?
Absolutely. Go for it.
Have at it.
Have at it. When it comes to copyright, you're not going to be painting 150 of them. That's my attitude towards it. Unless it's ornaments and you've got a lot of time on your hands. But, as long as you're not mass producing something using my designs, you knock yourself out. If you are hand painting things for craft sales and jumbles and things like that, go for it.
There's another Facebook page she moderates.
Yep.
Called Random Acts of Kindness.
Yep.
She posts up patterns there constantly.
Yep. And you are more than welcome to use them.
Yeah.
Yep.
We ask that you, if you do mass produce them, give them away.
Yep.
Give them to somebody who, just random stranger.
Give them away, or if you're selling at a craft show and you're using one of those patterns, give a portion of it to charity. That's my attitude towards it.
Help the puppers.
Help the puppers. I put tons of free downloads on my website. There are tons in the RAK section on my website that are free to download. We have free printables, and those printables, they're based on little individual ornament designs and things like that. It's nothing elaborate, nothing fancy, but they're intended to be used for just that, for small craft projects or RAK or card making or mixed media, whatever you want to use them for.
Yeah.
Knock yourself out. When it comes to selling your painted pieces, I know there's a lot of consternation in reference to that, but my attitude has always been that if you're going to put the work in to paint them, you're not painting them or mass producing them. For a craft sale, you make maybe 24 or 25 of something and then you're tired of painting it. So, if you're doing craft sales, jumble sales, fundraisers, charity auctions, whatever. I am absolutely thrilled if you decide to use one of my designs.
Mixion?
Mixion.
Apparently that's the medical term for peeing.
Okay. Good to know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he says, I hope we don't have to...
No, you don't. There
do
will
that
be
for
no
this piece.
peeing involved.
Yeah. So that was Patrick.
Yeah. No, the Mixion is it's a dimensional adhesive that's made by Pebeo.
Yeah.
Patrick should have no trouble getting that.
Yeah, Pebio's
It's a French product.
Yeah, it is a French product. I've used it.
Yeah. I love it.
And you can get it anywhere.
Yep. Almost anywhere.
Almost anywhere. Well, any craft store that I've been to.
Yeah.
Because I was looking for... I was looking for a binder for gold leafing for that helmet.
Yeah.
And I got it at Artist Emporium.
Emporium. Oh.
Emporium in Winnipeg.
Yep.
And yeah, they suggested I use Pebeo.
Yep. Now, you could have called your mother. She's got lots of it.
I know. But it was on a very short
timeline.
And I was kind of asked last minute because another artist backed out on them.
Okay.
And they provided the helmet.
Oh, cool.
So
all I'm doing for this is simply just outlining the edge of the leaf and that little vine, that tendril, if you will, with that sprout and my trusty 10-aught extra long detail liner. Love this color. So we're going to have some fun.
I've done 200 so far. Need to do more. I'm still trying to give to VA patients.
Nice.
Right on, Linda. That's Linda Olivieres?
Olivieres, yeah.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. I encourage it.
Yeah. Random acts of kindness. If it puts a smile on somebody's face just for a few minutes a day.
Yep. It's like holding the door for somebody, or
Yep.
it doesn't have to be a big ta-da either. That's
No.
Okay. I'm happy. Mama's happy.
Right on.
Because you know what they say. If Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Ain't nobody.
So I'm going to make sure that these are really dry. And then I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the other two. And that is to put a little bit of soft black around the outside edge.
Oh, I've looked the term up on a website with fine art supplies. It's spelt Mixtion,
Yeah.
not Miction.
Okay.
Pronounced the same in French, though.
Yeah.
I've learned something, he says.
MIX. Well, I'm certainly
Whoa.
glad that we clarified that, though.
Whoa.
What?
I'm going to have that word banned shortly.
Which?
Ginger. That's our word.
It is word.
You can't be a ginger anymore.
I know. I'm a silver.
You're a silver.
At least it's not Battleship Gray anymore.
That was the camera.
Yeah, I know.
That's our word.
Ginger.
Ginger. That's why I love the little gingers.
Oh, gingers. She's referring to cookies.
Yeah, I know. Gingerbread cookies.
So I'm putting just a light wash of that heavily thin soft black over top of everything. Gives everything a nice unified look. Et voila.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Love doing stuff like this.
For someone who hasn't slept,
I'm bouncy, I know.
you are bouncy today. I'm a ginger. See, you can say the ginger word.
Yep.
The ginger word. The G word.
The G word.
That's
Now,
what we're going to call it from now on. The G word. My
that.
puppy Ginger is perking up her ears. Sorry.
So I wanted to show you something. This is a fun idea.
I got to zoom out.
So this is a really fun idea. I took the line drawing that was in the pattern and I printed it out on cardstock. So you can, on the cardstock, just cut them out, give them to the kids with a box of crayons and let them go to it. And then you use a hole punch to punch out the hole to hang it with. And then let the kids create their own ornaments. And all they need is a box of crayons or some markers, or give them some paint if you want to. But you can print these out on cardstock. Makes it super easy. And in the pattern, there's also a printable for some small tags and things using the same ideas.
Nice.
So there's some fun stuff in there. Now, there's a tag shape in the line drawing right here. And you have two options. You can trace that onto your surface, or you can cut it out of the paper, which I've done. I just took the scissors and trimmed this out, cut out the tag. I used a hole punch to punch the hole in the tag. I used a little set of those mini alphabet stamps. If I can find mine here. I think I left it. Yeah, it's over there. I just used a little set of these mini alphabet stamps and a stamp pad to stamp to or from onto it. And then I decoupaged it in place. I just used a little bit of matte medium, put a little on the surface, laid the tag into it, floated around the outside edge with a little bit of asphaltum just to age the paper a little. And then I used some paint just to stroke in that little tag. And then to make it a little bit more realistic, I just put a simple drop shadow on the underside of the tag. And that just gives it a little elevation so that it doesn't look like it's just stuck on there.
Oh.
Of course, either one will work, but I kind of like that little drop shadow. It's just, a little shadow that doesn't come to the edge. It comes down, about a third or 1/4 of the way and around the corner, and then it stops before it reaches, it's a 1/4 inch from the very top. So it gives the impression that that tag has dropped, that shadow is underneath it. So the tag is not sitting directly on the surface.
We got a little time. JL is asking if you could show us how to prepare your cardstock for painting.
Oh, that's an easy one. The wonderful thing about cardstock is that it's cardstock. It's like paper, but it's a little bit heavier. The downside, what?
She says, my paper always crinkles up. I don't know if that's the right word.
It buckles.
Crinkles is not the right buckles.
Yeah. It buckles. Yeah. And that's normal because when paper gets wet, it stretches. So that's why it buckles. But let me tell you something. Take your paper out to the garage and hit it with a couple of coats of matte spray. Just a couple of light coats, let it dry, and then give it a couple more. And do that on both sides of the paper. And then it's ready for painting. Once you seal off the tooth of the paper, it's no longer absorbent.
Ta-da!
So it makes it a whole lot easier to paint on it. So just a little bit of matte spray, take it out to the garage, give it a couple coats on both sides, and let it dry really well, and it's good to go. Super easy way to do it. For kids, again, it's cardstock. Hand them a box of crayons or whatever you want to do. So I don't have any white tags for this, but I wanted to, I want to finish these out. So I'm going to show you how I did that. Because I think they're kind of pretty, just like this. You don't necessarily have to have tags on them. So I'm using my gold paint pen.
Maybe,
if there's paint left in it. There we go. I'm going to use my gold paint pen to finish the edges of my ornaments. And I like to come up on the front of the ornament just a little bit so that I get that little, I want to see a little bit of that gold. So just make sure that you get a little bit on the front of it. It just finishes it nicely. So from here, there's just so many fun things you could do to these ornaments. Little tag in the center, a little paper band in the center with a family name on it, or the year. You could customize these. And these are easy enough. Even the kids could do these. They could do these with markers. They could do them with colored pencils.
Could you leave the tag loose? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Just tie it on. That would be great. I just decoupaged it because it was the easiest thing to do. But yeah, absolutely. I think that'd be great. It'd be so cute with a little bit of butcher's twine. Super cute. I'm a big fan of finished edges. I like my edges finished. And you could do this. I do this with a gold paint pen, especially for Christmas ornaments. I just think it's blingy and pretty. But you can take a cosmetic sponge or a paint roller and roll it in the base coat, or you could roll it in a little bit of soft black and just roll the edges. You can use your fingers and a little bit of gilding paste to do this. It will work. There's all kinds of neat ways you can finish this. I think these would be really pretty with sort of a torn look. You can do that with the brush. So there we've got a little bit of the gold on the edges. Now, you can spatter. I like spattering everything. I just like the way it looks. It's a me thing. So I have spattered these with a little bit of warm white. And then, of course, after I put the warm white on, I thought, oh, I should have done that with gold. It would be so pretty. Mm-hmm. So we're going to spatter these with a little bit of gold. So I'm going to break out some 24 karat. And my favorite little fugly brush. And I'm thinning out the gold with just a little bit of water. You can do it with glaze, but water will do the trick just fine. And you can lightly spatter. You can do a lot of spatter. That is entirely up to you. You could even use like a soft black. You could use a little of asphaltum on this if you wanted to.
You can even use blackboard paint on the tag so you can reuse them.
That's right. You could do the paint the back.
That's Andrea George. Yep. That's a great idea, actually.
Yep. It is. You can reuse these. Different year. Some families actually will do ornaments and then share them. And then they get sort of handed around family to family, which I think is really cool.
Oops, accidentally hit cares button? What's cares button?
There's a cares button. Oh, on
Facebook?
On Facebook.
What's cares?
Oh, it's a little hug.
Oh.
You know, you have the heart. You have the angry face. You have you're not on Facebook. You wouldn't know this. But yeah, there's a little heart. You can, the love it button. So there's a little heart.
Okay.
You can do the like.
Yeah.
Right. The usual Facebook thing. There's an angry face. Then there's a care button, and it's just a little emoji with a heart and a hug.
Okay.
Yeah.
The more you know.
And then there's a wow face. There's a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Oh, Robin R., I guess I'm going to have to get a new printer. The rollers won't pick up paper. I've been trying to clean it. I'm still spinning, and I can't get it to grab if I stick one sheet of paper.
Robin, that could be the humidity. If you're finding it really humid, mine is doing the same thing, but it's the humidity. It's messing with the paper. I had that same problem yesterday.
No, Jessica. No, I'm not. No.
What?
No.
Glitter.
Ah, there it is.
So,
no.
I'm glad that somebody used the G word.
No.
Yes.
Wrong G word.
No such thing. So, I'll be kind. I'm using Starlight. I love torturing him.
Glitter.
This is Starlight Glitter.
Satan's dandruff.
Satan's dandruff. This is Starlight Varnish. This one has a super fine.
Oh, that's the brush on glitter stuff.
Yeah, it's brush on. And it's super pretty.
That I can deal with the brush on stuff.
I know. I wasn't going to be mean. It was
that
tempting.
glamour dust that.
He doesn't like glamour dust.
Because I had to clean it out of my dog for about a week.
I know.
Thanks to you.
I had to clean it out of the cat. She's not as easy to get a hold of. So I'm just brushing on just a light coat of that Starlight Varnish. I love that stuff. Now, they actually have a DuraClear Galaxy Varnish, which I absolutely love because it has a bigger and a smaller, like there's varying sizes of glitter in it. Yeah. It's gorgeous. And it's fun for a lot of things. But this Starlight, I think, is very subtle. And it's very pretty. And it's more in keeping with this subject matter. It's not so in your face. I wanted something that looked a little bit elegant.
Jessica, see, Christmas and glitter go hand in hand.
Of course. You need glitter for Christmas. Everything sparkles at Christmas.
Everyone in my house sparkles.
Yep. Including the cat,
That's
the dog.
Don Lavelle.
That's because Dawn makes those awesome cups, right?
Awesome cups.
She does those. Oh, they're incredible. I love mine.
I don't know why
There.
Dawn's having such an issue with
I have no idea.
I don't think there's anything we can do on our end to help her out.
Unfortunately,
because on our end it says you're a member.
Yeah, it says you have access. The only thing that tells me if you can't access any of it is that it's not the right account.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have any suggestions to finishing the back?
I do.
Okay. Elaborate.
I like an ornament that's finished on the back. I just think that they're not really done until the back is painted. I like to paint them black. It's just me. And then on the back I will write with my gold pen, my fine one, the name of whoever I'm giving them to or the year that I did them.
Oh, there you go.
You know, if it's for a new baby, you write in their name and their date of birth and their weight and length and all of those good things on the back.
Sure. That's cool.
That's how I like to finish things, just to personalize them a little bit. They don't have to be painted completely like the front, although that's really pretty too.
And these are Sheila Landry's ornaments.
Yes, they are. If you're wondering what they are, they're called a 3-piece banner set, flat banner set, and they're in the generic ornaments section on her website. In the main menu, the item number is in the pattern.
Yeah. And if you need a link to Sheila Landry's website, it's down in the description.
Yeah. tollpaintingdesigns.com. Now, the fun part about these, you could use, some pretty ribbon to hang these. I think a nice satin ribbon would be really nice, or a grosgrain would also be nice, but even a small one or a cording would be pretty for this.
Some butcher's twine?
Not butcher's twine, but baker's twine.
Baker's twine, yeah.
Would be pretty as well. These, because of the shape of them, they'd also look really good done with
hemp rope.
Wire or hemp rope. Yeah, absolutely.
Hemp rope would look good.
Yep. So you could even elaborate further on this if you wanted to, which I'm going to get to in just a second. One of the things that I've always found really, really pretty, and I've kind of been holding this to the end because I took the almondine, which is pretty much the color of the wood that's on the back. And I'm going to show you something really neat. I'm going to use just asphaltum for this. So I'm thinning out some asphaltum, and I'm going to shade my leaves just like I did with the green ones. I'm going to shade the bottom of the leaf with a float of asphaltum, like so. I'm not worrying about the graphite lines. They're not coming off. They're going to stay there. So I'm not really worrying about those. So I'm thinning out my asphaltum so that it is very transparent. This is a nice way to finish the back of something, especially something like that all over pattern, like that holly leaf. I'm fond of the holly leaf, so that's the one I chose to do. So almost there. So I've got the base of my leaf is shaded. And now I'm going to shade the center vein of my leaf, darkest value towards the center. And come all the way to the point. So if you want a nice elegant look to your ornaments, paint the back of the ornament with that almondine or a light buttermilk or something like that, some light valued color. And then you're going to shade the pattern that's on the front of the ornament onto the back. You're going to trace that on, and then you're just going to do it in this sort of a monochromatic palette. Now I chose this asphaltum because it's very neutral and it's close to that base color. It's like a darker value of that base color. So I've got my shading in. I'm going to rinse my brush out, and then I'm going to shade all of those berries the same way. But in this case, I'm going to shade right to the line because I'm only going to be shading these. Like so. Remember, all of that line work is staying where it is. It's not going anywhere. And this is a really elegant way to finish off the back of an ornament. Comme ça. So now I have all of those berries shaded. And then I'm going to take that liner. I'm treating these just the same way. Oh, I missed one. There we go. So I'm going to treat these exactly the same way I treated this one. And I'm going to take my asphaltum, I'm going to thin it out with my extra long detail liner, and I'm going to outline my leaves right over those graphite lines with thinned asphaltum. Now you could do this with gold. It would also work. But I'm kind of partial to doing sort of this sepia toned version of the original design. So this is the result. So if you can picture this, I'm just going to do this back to back. This would be the front of your ornament, and this would be the back of your ornament.
Oh, Patrick's off to cook dinner.
Have a great weekend, Patrick.
See you Tuesday, hopefully.
It's rather late for him.
Yeah, it's already 8:45.
Yeah. So this is a really great way to finish out the back of an ornament. But it is also a really pretty way to create an ornament. So not everybody necessarily wants the traditional red and gold and green. So can you imagine doing a series of designs in these really pretty, more neutral tones? I think it would just be so elegant. And as I said, it doesn't have to be done in asphaltum. You could do this in gold. I think it'd be really pretty done on a black with just the gold as your colors. It would be very pretty. Or you could float and shade this with asphaltum and then outline it in gold, and it would be very pretty.
I like the black background idea.
It would be elegant.
And then base coat everything with gold and shade with asphaltum.
Yep.
Do you seal it first?
No.
No.
This has just got a base coat on it. That's all.
Size of the liner you're using right now?
This is a 10-aught extra long detail liner.
Dynasty Micron.
Yep. Like I said, if you're looking for brushes, go and check out the brush guys. He's got some beautiful stuff on there.
Yeah. Hit the like button and the share button and share it with a friend, and you could be entered to win one.
Mm-hmm.
Along with 4 other brushes.
Yeah. I forgot you still got another.
I still got another package.
Still got another set of brushes to give away.
Yeah. And we're going to be spinning that wheel shortly.
And I'm going to also remind them that, especially for the members, well, not just for the members, but letting the members know, all of the honey themed stencils. So if it's the honeycomb background, the one with the bee on it, anything honeycomb or honey or bee related on my website, they're all on sale, and the prices have already been adjusted.
There you go.
And all of the e-packets are on sale, and they can use the coupon code HONEY22
There you go.
to get an additional discount.
Boom.
And if you're Canadian and you need to order, we have a coupon code for you that is your standard discount code, including the discount for Honey22. So just use your Canada code. All of those coupons are included in the one. So you're not only are you getting your Canadian discount, but you're also getting the Honey22 discount at the same time.
Doesn't get you another entry, Nancy. Sorry. Just because you liked and shared it again.
Yep. Although we appreciate it.
But your name is definitely on there.
Mm-hmm.
I double checked.
So, what do you think? That's a fun way to finish off the back. And I would, this is just me, I would spatter this with a little bit of asphaltum. Because it's just me. And I'd float the edges with a little bit of asphaltum because it's me. And I like asphaltum. No, I don't like asphaltum. I love asphaltum. Asphaltum is one of those colors. I like it for so many things. And right now I'm obsessed with Prussian blue.
Oh, you're using blue right now?
No, I'm
Oh.
obsessed with Prussian blue. I'm using asphaltum.
Ah.
I was working on a couple of new designs and I base coated my background blue. I wanted a dark background, but I didn't want black. So I went to Prussian blue and I loved it. So the last 3 things that I've painted all have Prussian blue in the background. I'm obsessed with that color.
Gives it a burnt wood effect.
Yes, it does kind of. But it's a fun one and it gives it a nice pattern. I like that it shades so nicely.
Could you do a wash of color over this?
Absolutely. Ooh, I really like that idea. That could be fun. So if you wanted just a tint, that would be really pretty.
Would you also outline the berries?
I'm going to. Actually, I think what I might do is just a fine outline like so. And then, because it's berry, little dot. It's not a highlight, but little dot.
Where the stem was.
Where the stem was, where the flower end was. I like the idea of what?
It's not a matter of they should, they do, Robin. They do.
What's that?
She said Decor should pay Tracy for sales of asphaltum. They kind of do.
Not directly for the sales of asphaltum,
No,
but
I think they should for the direct sales of asphaltum. I've always done something on the back. I've used materials, pieces of paper, pour paint. I've done this on the back in the 80s. Asphaltum is a stain and so on.
Yep.
Yep.
Asphaltum makes a beautiful stain. Long time ago, I had a pattern called Java. And it was a series of coffee cups.
Yes.
Very cartoony looking coffee cups.
Yeah.
But the background was stained using asphaltum.
Oh, yeah.
So it gave that
Creamy espresso look.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
pretty straightforward. Yeah, he's out of coffee.
Well, you mentioned it. So.
This is what I really love about this extra long detail liner is I can actually outline these berries with it. It's a nice point. And surprisingly, even though it's a liner, it actually holds a fair amount of paint. So it makes doing things like this very easy. So we're just about there, methinks. So little dot, just to keep these interesting. I'm going to dry that. And then I'm going to spatter it. I like spattering with asphaltum. I like spattering. That's just a me thing.
Yeah. The link to the brush, guys, is down in the description along with the coupon code.
Yep.
So.
Don't forget to use that coupon code. So I'm going to dry that real quick. And then we're going to float the edges of this with a little bit of thinned asphaltum just to give it a little extra dimension.
Hey, boom. It's looking good. What colors can we use to mix something similar to asphaltum?
That's a hard one. I've used in a pinch I have used a little bit of burnt umber and a lot of yellow ochre.
Just to get that transparency?
Just to get that transparency.
Okay.
But they're, to be perfectly honest, asphaltum is a very unique color, so it's not necessarily something that's easily mixed. But there we go. But I will tell you this, asphaltum is also available from folk art. So if you can't find it in the Americana, you can find it in the folk art line. So there is our finished background. So if you can picture that, it does make for a really nice way to finish a background. But it also makes a nice way to make an ornament all by itself. So I think it's quite pretty. It's elegant if you have a more neutral color palette for your holiday ornaments and for your Christmas tree and your Christmas decorating. This is a really pretty way to add a little bit of pattern, a little bit of elegance, and it's not difficult to paint.
All the links we mentioned throughout our live, any website we mentioned, we have in the description.
Yeah.
As clickable links that you can just click and it'll take you right there.
Yep.
So if we mention a website, it's down in the description.
Yep. So there are our gift wrap ornaments.
Boom.
Super easy. That's fun.
Da, 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 da.
I love doing this kind of thing. They're an easy way to create some really fun and very customized ornaments. So you can change up your color palette any way you want to. If you don't like the darker greens, then try something a little bit brighter. If you're not a fan of the red, then ditch it and go grab some bright blue, a Bahama blue, or a brilliant turquoise, and play in that color palette with it. You're going to love what you get out of it. This pattern is easily adapted to almost any color scheme that you want to use. I really love doing this type of thing. If you're not into working with the liner, do it in black and white. Float with a little bit of soft black and outline it with a black pen. It will work just fine. So it's all about getting the pattern, using a variety of different mediums to get what you want out of something like this. Now, the pattern has the line drawings for all three of these, but it also has a printable in there so that you can make some smaller gift tags or a phone stand or a variety of ornaments or whatever you want to make. So there's a fun little printable in there. That printable will be available in the free download section on my website probably later this afternoon, but it is already in the printed pattern. So if you've ordered the pattern, you're going to have that printable available to you anyway. Don't forget, members. Oh yeah, he's still got one, but give me a minute.
Yeah.
Members, class Tuesday night, the only prep that you need to do, base coat your surface Prussian blue. That's it. You're ready to go. So that's it for the prep for Tuesday night. Just base coat it Prussian blue and you're all set.
And maybe your line drawing down.
No, because we're doing some stenciling and some antiquing and we'll just end up washing it off anyway.
Okay. Don't do that then. Don't do that.
So we're going to have a little bit of fun with that piece. Make sure you bring yourself a cup of tea. Just sit back, relax. We're going to have a great time on Tuesday evening.
Are the links on Facebook or just on YouTube?
On the YouTube channel.
No.
Are they in the Facebook description as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
It's the exact same description as the YouTube one.
Okay.
So
then they're good. And Renee still has one more set of brushes. Anyway.
Yeah. No.
So find a wheel.
There it is.
I can't wait. So for the month of August, we have one more set of brushes for next Saturday.
We're going to shuffle it up a bit.
Are we?
Click, 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 click. Every time I click, it shuffles.
Next Saturday, we are doing another one of the lanterns.
Boom.
The jumbo tag that we did, I'm going to have to get up and go get it.
Yeah. And I'm a click.
You go ahead.
We're spinning in 3, 2, 1.
So we did this one a couple of weeks ago.
They won't be able to see much of that right now.
So the jumbo tag that we did, the extra large tag that we did for the holiday blessings with that lantern, we have another lantern. This one is for summer. or fall. I can't remember which. Summer.
Maria Santos.
Maria Santos. Awesome. So we have another lantern. This one is for summer. That is what we're doing next Saturday.
You can show it again.
Oh, again. Now I can do it again. Okay, there. So we have another lantern for you. I'm not quite finished with it, so I'm not going to show it to you. But we have a summer version of this for next Saturday. We're going to have fun. So we're using that 9x12 tag. Again, they are up on the website right now. We got a bunch of those in yesterday. So that is what we are doing next Saturday. We're going to have some fun. Just
Yay.
think lightning bugs.
Lightning bugs.
Lightning bugs. I had a lot of fun.
I thought we painted that one not too long ago.
We did this one not too long ago. We are doing another one. This one's going to have lightning bugs
Oh, okay.
for summer.
Oh,
Yeah.
finally, summer stuff.
Summer stuff. Well, I had to make
Something.
it. Well, actually, I can't. Next Saturday, we have to do another Christmas one. Because it's still one last Christmas. July.
Oh, yeah, we still got...
We still have more prizes.
What do we got left here? Let's see. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we still have 4 more. So I have...
Oh, these are the faux squirrel.
Nice.
So we've done black gold and encaustic.
Yeah. And micron.
And now all the microns are gone, so...
We have
next
4 faux squirrel.
Saturday is...
Dynasty faux squirrel.
Faux squirrel, yeah.
Yeah.
Dynasty faux squirrel.
So now, I was thinking that next weekend was the first day of August. It's not.
No.
It's the 30th of July. So now I have to come up with something Christmassy for next Saturday. And then on the 1st of August, we'll paint our summer one.
So yeah, we're doing... Oh, it's the Great Upheaval Day
The Great Upheaval Day.
on the 28th.
Okay. Which is?
Oh, it's when the Brits tried to kick out all the Acadians from New Brunswick.
Not the upheaval, the expulsion.
No, it's called the Great Upheaval Day.
Oh, is it really?
The Great Upheaval Day.
Okay.
It's a provincial holiday,
Oh, is it?
according to
Oh.
this.
Right. Yes. Now I know what you mean.
1755, the Brits tried to kick out all the Acadians.
Yeah.
Out
Tried.
of... That wasn't really the province yet, but
No. But out of the colony, I guess.
the colony of New Brunswick. Little history
Anyway.
for you.
So now I have to go back to my drawing table and make some more Christmassy stuff.
Oh, you seem so upset about that.
I'm not.
She loves the Christmas stuff.
I love the Christmas stuff. So I have a couple of things already drawn out, so we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure that you have a pattern up by Wednesday this time around. That's assuming that, my website doesn't crash or... It's been a week. It's been a week. Feels like, there's only like 5-7 days in a week. And this week it felt like there was 15. Like wading through mud.
We have BC Day on August 1st. Oh, okay.
Well, it's like they say, we have to have a holiday in every month, I think.
Yeah, you gotta have at least one, day off.
One day
I
off.
really hope that it is a provincial holiday.
It probably is.
Do I get...
We're the only bilingual province in the country. Truly bilingual province in the country, so.
But
And we're full of Acadians here.
do I get paid double time?
If
because
it's a
holiday?
stat holiday, yeah.
I don't think it's a stat holiday. I think it's just a provincial holiday.
It's still a stat in the province.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, if it's a stat, then
Anywho,
I'm gonna get paid
We'll figure-
$22. Or not $22. I'm gonna get paid for 22 hours.
wow, for
on
one
that-
day.
For one day,
Wow.
if I'm working that day. I have a strange feeling I'm working.
Yeah.
Because it's a provincial art gallery, and therefore it doesn't close.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it for us today. Hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun doing these. I had fun designing them, I had fun painting them, and then had fun painting them with you. So I hope we'll see you next Saturday. Again, next Saturday we have 4 more sets. This time Dynasty faux squirrel brushes to give away. That is our goodies for the day. And we'll have something fun for you to paint. Something Christmassy to stick with our Christmas in July theme. And then on the first Saturday in August, we're going to be painting that lightning bug lantern. I'm so excited about that one.
The 1st of August?
1st of August.
Are you sure?
It's not the 1st of August, the first Saturday in August.
The first Saturday of August.
Because the 1st of August
will be the 6th.
On a Monday. Yeah.
6th of August.
Yep.
So we got, oh, look. We got a bunch of holidays on the 1st. British Columbia Day.
BC Day, yeah.
Yeah. Natal Day.
Natal.
Nunavut, Northwest Territories, and the Yukon Civic Holiday.
Yeah, everything north of North.
New Brunswick Day is also the same day as British Columbia Day, just saying.
Yeah.
It's also Saskatchewan Day. It's also Terry Fox Day in Manitoba.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. That is it for us, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining us every Saturday. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please hit the big red button. We'd love to hit the 6,000 mark in the very near future. And we appreciate your help. And to get entered in all of those giveaways that we have every Saturday, all you got to do is hit that like and share button on either Facebook or on the YouTube channel. We appreciate both. So join us here again next Saturday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. We have some fun stuff planned for you then. And in the meantime, please stay safe. Mwah. We love you. We'll see you again soon.